Hi, John McElroy here talking all things automotive. Those of you who have been following my videos know that I've been comparing the biggest car companies in the world based on a number of factors, like which ones make the most vehicles, who spends the most on R&D, and who makes the most cars per employee. But a number of you said, hey, what about profit per employee? Why don't you do that? You know, I like that idea, so I dug into the numbers, and here they are. BMW makes the most net profit per employee of any car company, over $115,000. By the way, BMW also brings in the most revenue per employee, $1 million. And obviously, those two numbers go hand in hand. Next is Mercedes-Benz. Last year, it made nearly $103,000 in net profit for every person it had on the payroll. But last year, Mercedes also made a whopping big one-time profit by spinning off its truck operations. If you take that one-time windfall out of the equation, Mercedes would actually slip down to number 7 on the list. And that's the same story with the next company on the list, Ford. Last year, it made over $97,000 in net profit per employee. But Ford also had a one-time windfall from the stock that it owns in Rivian, which it booked in the fourth quarter as an $8 billion profit. Take that out, and Ford would drop down to number 5 on the list. For now, I am keeping Mercedes and Ford where they are because, hey, they actually did make that kind of money. But you can bet that next year they'll drop down to where I said they would be without those windfalls. In fourth place is General Motors, which netted $63,000 per employee, and after that we dropped down to Tesla at $55,000. In the 6th and 7th spots, Toyota and Stellantis are in a statistical tie at $51,000. And then there's a big drop down to Volkswagen at only $25,000. But some of you will recall from my last video that when Volkswagen reports its employment, it includes all the people who work at the joint ventures that it has in China. No other automaker includes those joint venture people in its employment numbers. And in VW, it employs a staggering 672,000 people. If we were able to exclude those joint venture Chinese workers, no doubt VW would be much further up the list. Honda's not too far behind VW at $23,000, and Hyundai rounds out the top 10 at only $16,000 in profit per employee. So there you go, profit per employee. And I want to thank all of you who suggested that I do this.